Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. By 52. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Switch, switch. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got that ball.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing here, Trubisky. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hold the run, hold. By 56, by 56. Longer jump.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Theo Riddick, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Hey, ball 66.
Brady. A quick hitter complete. It's Harvey. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shadow. Motion. Jim. Hey, 66.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
I'm letting you know, right? Hey, check it. Deuce. Check. 72.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Open man is Gordon, complete. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know, one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Hey, watch this, watch this. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
In your face.
Check, go back. We got motion, Back up.
Hey, Alabama.
Hey, check Mike 47.
Buzz.
Afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Rip.
Now Brady again. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Here we go. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. I got you. 49. Check 49. Motion. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go.
To throw, it's Brady. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 34.
Hey, Foxtrot.
34. Scoot. You must be getting tired of seeing me. 34 is the mic.
All right, here we go.
Let's set a tone, fella.
Hey.
34's the mic. He's coming. Check him.
Watch QB draw.
72.
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. Watch the curl. Switch it.
Sugar.
From the gun, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. John Simon in on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
No.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
Check, go get him. 56. Mike, 56.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Push him back.
Hey, ball. Hey, Charlie.
56 to Mark, boy. 56. Check 56. Let's pick it up. It's out time, guys. Out time.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Move.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 56.
Now it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Hey, Haywood.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Put up. X3. 218. Chopper.
Check. 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 Hatchet. Hatchet.
Now.
They'll go option to the short side. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Out, 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 out. Switch, switch, switch. Switch, switch, switch.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's get that ball. Hey,
Tighten up. Tighten up.
Slam, slam.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Shoot.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
He was brought down by Chris Harris. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, set. Round 80. Round 80.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Watch switch, watch switch, watch switch. Shift, shift. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Rush. Slam, slam, slam.
Hey, 66.
On the ground, Michelle. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Sugar.
Check 99. Check 99.
Check 13. Check
Ozzy.
First carry for the fullback, James Devlin. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check it back.
Rock it.
Check. Crunch. Check 24. Check 25.
They'll run the option right here on first down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Check 37.
Check 3.
Hey.
Go.
Smooth.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Wait, set. 53.
34. Mike 34. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He'll want it. Kill, kill, kill. Mike 34. Mike 34.
Go bandit.
Let's get
Hey, Echo.
34 is the Mike.
Shadow.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Able to get this to Gordon. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, down at the 33.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Kill, 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 kill.
They'll run on first down. Calhoun. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check pass, check pass. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, 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 twist. Watch twist, watch twist. He's coming, double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Deep grip, deep grip.
They'll go option up and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Cut, cut, cut.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. He's going to float into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
4 down, 4 down. Check, check. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Hey, Zoo.
SOS, SOS, SOS. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Let's go.
On first down, Calhoun. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there.
Ready, ready.
But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pick up the ball. Shift, shift.
Hey, wahoo.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, get.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
450.
He's checking crack. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check, 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 check.
Alert!
Let's go, hey.
Alert!
Throwing is Brady on third down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. This is the tight end fan. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And he's got some space here. That one good for 33 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
56 to Mike, boy, 56.
From the shotgun is Trubisky, and he fires one incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Let's go, let's go. 52.
Red,
52's the mic.
So don't say nothing.
Check, 52's the mic.
Hey, Alpha.
52's the mic.
Come on, boy.
Now it's Trubisky. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They come out here in the eye.
52. Let's go. Watch twitch.
Lock in, lock in.
Check 26, check 26. Buzz. Be ready, be ready. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsay, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
And got his man complete. 36 yards on the play. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
58, Mike. Watch the run. Kill.
Rip. Hey, exit.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Pick me up. Here we go. 58, right over there. Yeah.
Shotgun now for Brady. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 34.
Patriots, first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll come out in the pistol. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Man out. Check 52. Check hot route. Hot. Check 3.
Ready.
On 1st and goal. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 50. The 40. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
56. They can't hang with us.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Alert. 180.
Nice, sweetheart. Kill. Big Dad.
Move. Go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Check.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Bound to lose one.
They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Throwing on first down is Brady. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Regular. Let's go, hey. Go, Mike alert. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Waiting hit. No,
to throw again on second down. Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
That's going to be a long day.
Let's go on. No, 66.
47's the mic, boy. 47.
Check it.
Check 47. I'm coming. Slam.
Hey, go 66.
7's the mic, 47's the mic.
Wait, pretty good.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down.
Wait, that's
Ready? At the 47-yard line.
Don't get nervous.
Shadow.
Check Mike 47.
Fun.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Regular.
On play action, now Brady. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
All day, every day.
From the gun, Brady. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Sponge. No.
Check it, reload. Hey, Foxtrot.
It's just me and you.
58, boys. 58.
Hey.
Brady to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harvey. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check 31.
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Jet bombers. Ran. Alert.
Trubisky now down around his goal line. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
60 Pittsburgh.
50 to Mike. Focus, defense, focus.
This.
Quick throw out to Gordon on the perimeter. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
Set, ready? 10-2 stop.
65. Check your hot read. Check 9.
Snap.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Get him. Say.
Cut up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Calhoun, and he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Mike.
Wait, set. 380.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
hit. Watch me hit.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Undercrush, undercrush. Hey, check it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Wait, set. 380.
Mike 50, huh? Hey, I'm coming. Hey, alert 3. Switch.
Watch me hit.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
He's coming. We got double up.
Check 3. Jam.
Jack it, reload.
They'll keep it on the ground. Calhoun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
You know that they were thinking second-half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
Check motion. Deuce. Check. Motion.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Chase Winovich brought him down. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
56. Let's go, D. Hey, watch it.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on. Alert 3. Motion. 56, the mark.
They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
180.
I know he ain't got it. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
From the 36, Trubisky. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
180.
Right there, 56.
Coverage.
49, check 49, check 49.
18. Red, talk.
56 to Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
Watch the slats.
On first down, Trubisky. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Mike 56. Mike 56. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Mike 56. Mike's 50.
18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. This one complete to the running back, Lindsay. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Again, running right, Lindsay. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Lindsay. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 2.
They'll run on first down. Calhoun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That first down run could not have turned out worse for our defense, because when they came out on the field, their number one mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch out. Watch out. Go. Hey, Haywood.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Fight.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Third down.
Wait, that. Alpha. Wait, 20.
Here we go. Man left, man left. We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Motion.
58, right over there. Right
72.
Mike, 58, right there. Here we go, here we go.
Wait, 28.
58 is the Mike.
Hey. High 7.
D gets the ball right here. Let's go.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
No. Off.
Ozzy. Ozzy. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
34's the Mike. 34's the Mike. He's cutting. Check him. Check him.
Stay with your man. Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. Here we go, here we go.
Alert.
Operating from the gun, Brady. Open man is Gordon, complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Don't get nervous.
Alpha. Alert. Wait, 28.
Brady now on first down. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
34's the Mike. 34's the Mike.
Smooth.
34's the Mike. 34's the Mike. He's cutting.
Hey, check it.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Hey,
72.
Mike 34. Get that clock.
Brady now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Duke Dawson picks it.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. On first down, it's Lindsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Red, red,
Hatchet.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Switch, switch, switch.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling. Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for Denver,